Hello, Throttle Trap guests. Opens with an extremely unnecessary aerial acrobatics act. The white car driver seems to have signed up for the wrong class. Instead of learning to drive, he ended up in a circus class, a literal underground lane change. This driver must have watched Back to the Future for over 180 minutes and wanted to try to create a time warp. The spectacular water slide turned the car into a giant match on the highway. Sticking too close to the car in front, not giving yourself a chance to react. Keep your distance. Friendship lasts. Vehicles stay intact. The domino effect on the highway: when one car slips on a banana peel, the whole group joins in the out-of-control dance. This is why driving in heavy rain while thinking you're going for a walk on a sunny day is a bad idea. The motorcyclist just had a Hollywood-class dodging death. The lucky god must have had to work overtime that day. Slow down. Life is long, and there are more interesting things than lying under a truck. A truck performs a balancing act on two wheels, a dangerous performance that no one asked for and certainly not covered by insurance. Leave the stunts to the stuntmen. Your job is to drive home safely. The driver is distracted, possibly due to fatigue or distraction. The road is straight, but the steering wheel is not. When tired, the bed is your friend. The steering wheel is your enemy. The red car decides to turn the bridge into a stage for its fateful spin. The other cars just stand there and silently thank you for keeping your distance. He probably thought it was a friendly greeting on the road. Crossing the intersection without slowing down or looking, a hasty decision with painful consequences. A head-to-head between two white cars in a narrow space. It seems both want to prove who is the king of this alley. Give way, the sky is calm. 1 second, we might have to meet at the police station. It seems that this driver misunderstood the concept of drive-through. Instead of going through the checkout counter, he decided to check in straight into the store with the entire vehicle. The debut couldn't be more impressive. The ultimate yoga performance, handstand pose in a car version. Luckily, the people around did not stand by and watch, but together performed the flip the car to the original position exercise. A heartwarming moment in the chaos. The bus decided to try a roller coaster using the median as a track. The people sitting on the median had a free but terrifying 4D movie experience. Changing lanes in an extremely reckless and dangerous manner, performing a pit on yourself when colliding with a truck. The highway is multi-lane, but not for zigzags. Stay in your lane. Welcome to the real-life version of Grand Theft Auto. When you try to run away, the police will activate Game Over mode. The Jeep's spin is spectacular, but the final destination is still a pair of handcuffs. This is a controlled crash test to show us what happens when a truck decides to jump the median. Thanks to the scientists who did this for us. A silver van driver's ignoring all stop signs tour, but all fun has an end. And the final stop of this trip is a dead end and a final stop from a police car. Systematically disregarding traffic signals, causing constant danger. The stop sign is red, octagonal, it means stop, simple as that. A dance in the middle of the intersection when the red van decides to cut in on the van. The result is both of them supporting each other in a very distorted waltz. The car driver probably thought he was in an Indian movie, able to escape his predetermined fate, but the truck proved otherwise, and the ending was not happy. Ever play with the space of a truck, especially in tight places? The Jeep driver seemed to be trying to perform a professional drift into a parking lot. Unfortunately, he miscalculated the angle and landed right on top of another car. A stormy ferry ride. This car seems to want to experience the feeling of a mini submarine, but forgot that it was not designed to do so. Driving on a flooded pontoon bridge, an extremely risky decision. If you see the road turning into a river, it is best to turn around. Know the limits of the vehicle and the road. Sometimes taking a step back is the best way to move forward. A failed ram raid crashing a car into a store was successful. The car broke the window, but it seems the thieves did not anticipate that driving indoors is not as easy as driving on the road. Using a vehicle to commit a crime, causing danger and property damage. Driving is for transportation, not for crime. The gate is not the finish line. Slow down as you approach your home. A burning scene at a gas station. This driver must have thought that gasoline and fire were best friends. Luckily, the employees reacted very quickly and put out the fire before it became a disaster. Running a red light, not looking, and colliding with a vehicle with the right of way. Yellow lights mean slow down, red lights mean stop. Don't turn intersections into a gamble. A spectacular rescue. When stuck, call a professional rescue instead of trying to get out yourself and making things worse. A dramatic series of collisions. The black car driver probably wanted to try the feeling of flying and ended up leapfrogging over the head of another car. The highway is not the place to show off. Driving safely is a way to show off intelligence. Even the most professional drivers need to be careful on treacherous roads. A collision at an intersection. It seems that both drivers thought they had a green light, a lesson in look before you go. A green light does not mean absolute safety. Always look before going through an intersection. The blue car had a spectacular takeoff with the help of the launch pad, which is the snow truck, a flying move that no pilot would want to try. A high-speed chase ended in a chain reaction collision. This is why action movies always have the slogan, "Don't try this at home." Life is not a movie. Drive responsibly.
Per hour, falling into the 134 stab. Apartment lot. Reason for stop, reckless driving. Going through the back alley.
What time on the camera?
Males. Put your hands up! Stop the car!
City 62.
Stop the car!
City 75.
Stop the
City
car!
66.
A dramatic police chase going through many alleys and ending in a corner that cannot be escaped. Cooperating with the authorities is always the smartest and safest choice. The pickup truck driver appears to be testing his suspension on the side of the road. Sometimes the best decision is to let them go and catch them later rather than causing more danger. Miscalculation when docking leading to collision with infrastructure?
Sana walang naipit.
Ladies and gentlemen, through these half-laughing, half-crying situations, we can see that just a moment of distraction or a wrong decision can lead to unwanted consequences. Always drive with a cool head and a warm heart full of responsibility. Drive safely so that every trip is a happy journey. See you again!